But that's just like what you said. Like, it's the exact correlation with comedy, right?
Yeah, you get it.
You know?
It scares you a little, but it's like the most rewarding, fun thing to do, right?
I still get scared. 27 years.
Yeah.
27 years. I still think about it. It could be a bar with nobody there, or it could be in front of 300 people that paid $25 to see me. And the fear is still the same.
Yeah.
For about a minute to a minute and a half.
Yeah. That's
If
crazy
that.
because you're so
If that.
refined.
27 years.
You're like
27 years. I still get anxiety. I still think about quitting an hour before the show. Thinking about, I don't want to do this no more.
Right, so I find like really big crowds and like big shows all over the world, right, and big fights, and I was like shocked how fucking nervous I was before this high rollers grappling with this fucking jiu-jitsu tournament. I did it, for my buddy. We just put the gi on like a month before the tournament. Everything else was
tournament.
Just,
Right.
Yeah.
And
dude, it's actually really fun. All the grapplers have to smoke pot before they compete.
You asked me.
The high
you
rollers.
told me. That
Yeah, I was telling you
And then
about it.
Eddie called me,
He was there. Yeah.
and he asked me if I wanted to go down there, but I had the kid that
They'd
time.
love you to be a part of it.
for you to be a part of it.
They were like
Hanato did the
yeah, he
what
was
they
the
call it?
MC.
The MC.
They would love you to do that too if you're interested.
But it was
they'll
like-
pay you.
It was like maybe like 500 people there or whatever.
The
But
coolest jiu-jitsu tournament I've been to. Because all the other jiu-jitsu tournaments are like stressful and like we're like, you know what I mean? Like it's Brazilians yelling at you and like paro, stop, ba ba ba. Here it's everyone's smoking pot around. It's chill, and they had stars, and it's just
DJs
gonna get
and
better.
shit. It's
DJ
badass.
music playing, like yeah, it's really cool. Big Lon and Matt Stout put together a really cool thing.
Now, wasn't Be Real involved with it also?
Be Real TV was what it was. It had what over 50,000.
58,000 views.
58,000 views,
Sure,
like,
for a
and it's just
live
gonna
stream.
get bigger and bigger. I'm gonna do one of them. I'm gonna do a combat jiu-jitsu, slap some motherfucker.
One of Eddie's things?
I want to do it. I'll do it for high rollers. But yeah, exactly the exact like EBI does the combat jiu-jitsu. Yeah, sounds fun.
Jiu-jitsu with bitch slaps.
I'm gonna put someone out. I'm
What do you weigh, Joe?
Sleep.
Me,
What do you
like
walk around at?
210,
Okay.
210, 208, 211.
I'll roll with Joe at the next high roller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's
No
I'll be the main
earhooks.
event.
Yeah.
I'll be the main event.
No. It's the prelim.
It's the main event. Are you
I'm
getting star
terrible.
power
I'm
between
terrible.
Nah, it'd be awesome.
And I got to start with him in closed guard because he's a fucking skinny dude. He's fiery fucking guy.
How bad does everybody expect me to be? He's like,
Oh, you're just gonna
I'm
roll
like, Joe,
over me
it's
and
the next
shit.
event.
Oh my god.
What do you weigh? I got you, motherfucker.
Oh my god. Joe's great.
Yeah.
Whenever I watch his kickball, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
But anyway, so like when we did that tournament, what you were saying, like I was fucking hella nervous, and I couldn't believe, and I was like, was it because I'm smoking weed, like right now, or what? What was it? But it was just completely different. Jiu-jitsu is not my game, And then so I didn't even all of my jiu-jitsu has been like no gi, and then we put the gi on for like a week before.
Honestly, we started
But it was a
using
lot
the
more
gi
fun.
like 3 weeks before the tournament. Well, I hadn't seen this motherfucker in a gi ever, and now he's wearing it 3 weeks because I'm doing a jiu-jitsu tournament. I'm like, okay, do you have a gi? Yeah, you put it on and did his thing. It was awesome.
You guys were saying it's
Yeah,
fun, which I can't even really imagine. But I was like, what is it like? Because I've bombed on stage. What is it like when you're losing a fight? Is that still fun?
Yeah, I lost my first fight, and even though like just like the rush and the like getting to like I do still feel like I get to fucking assault someone. I get to, in front of all the people want to watch me and see me do my thing, I get to try and hurt them as bad as I get to try and, within the rule set, like try and kill them. I think it's an awesome thing to be. No other way I'd want to spend my 20s and 30s,
Fights I lost were like so, like you're so wrapped up in that moment, you can't really think about whether or not like I'm winning or I'm losing, and then you wake up and it's over and you're like, oh fucking this sucks, Yeah. But I like block those out of my like memory completely.
The highs are high and the lows are
I
lows.
don't think about it.
Right?
That's the hardest part because listening
Definitely
to the
not fun. I wouldn't go for fun.
listening to the comedy fighting comparison. That's the only one that I think is maybe different. Because if I have a bad set, I have to get up again. I can do it either that night or the next night.
Well,
Now they
let
can't
me
fight
explain
for a
something.
while.
Oh, they can't, but if they could, they would. They'll
Right.
fight that motherfucker in the locker room. Let's do it again,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Right, yeah.
That's just your style.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
just
for
your
sure.
style. You're like, hey, wait a second, something wasn't right. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Especially
I got caught with
if you get caught and you get knocked
Yeah,
out. When
yeah,
you wake
yeah.
up, you're not like hurt. You're not whatever. You're confused as fuck, and then you're just mad instantly that you lost. But you didn't. You know, it wasn't like you got beat. You know, you got broken down and your hand got raised. Like you were ready to kill him, and then you got knocked the fuck out, and then you woke up later and you still wanted to kill him. You know.
Do you remember when you were in the 5th grade and somebody came to you and said, Mickey, Joe Diaz is talking shit about you. He wants to meet you 3 o'clock behind the school. Remember those fights? Those were the fucking
yeah.
worst.
And then you got the whole day of school to think about it.
Oh my God. Then you would look at each other in the hallway
And
and
you
give
see him
each
in the hallway,
other
and you're like, no,
finger.
that's on now.
I'm
And you
gonna
get an
fuck you
in-school
up
suspension.
later. But I still remember being in the 6th grade and fighting this kid for like 20 minutes and getting beat
20
the
minutes.
fuck up.
Yeah.
Like I had a bloody nose and a black eye. But I kept fighting this motherfucker. And the next day we were both in class and the teacher goes, what happened to you two? We were both looked like we went through a fucking war. Because I kept clocking him in the head over here for some reason. I kept throwing overhead rights. You have to go through?
Yeah. I'll take this.
That was one of the worst feelings I ever had.
You said 5th grade?
6th grade.
6th grade?
But before that, when I lived in New York City, I used to fight Rudy the Haitian every other fucking day for about a year. And then when I would go to 148th Street, I'd get into fist fights up there. This fight in the 6th grade traumatized me.
Yeah.
He broke my nose. He busted my lip.
No. Yeah.
I busted his eye. I busted his head. And I think I cut his lip, but he got the best of me. He busted my nose. My nose is in bad fucking shape for a while. Yeah. And then guess what happened? When my mother died, he took me in.
Really?
Yeah,
That became your buddy.
We ended up becoming best
There
friends.
is definitely a bond you know. I feel that with my training partners especially. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely a bond you get by beating the shit out of each other all the time, punching each other in the face.
The problem was that he got baited into this fight for no reason.
Right.
Like till this day, I can't figure out why we fought, and he felt guilty immediately. Like afterward, like the next day, it was against him. He was a very nice kid. You know, he's still a very nice kid. Let me get some shout outs while he's in there real quick.
Yeah.
To my man, Dude Bro, you bad motherfucker, Pat Shea, Free Game, Michael Traeger, Rich Himes II, Gino at Speedweed, my brother, Henry Yip Muller, New Verks, Neo Verkos, from my man from Facebook, Bethany Brian and Christopher Walken. I also want to thank my man Scott Cunningham. We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.